Welcome to Sue's Space, and this is just a quick flick through video of my latest design team for Goldenmeade. I have used various kits in this journal. I've used the artist palette, Shabby Chic, the butterflies too, a freebie from her newsletter with the vintage photos, also Penmanship, and I think booksellers, but I will list down below the ones that I've used, and also her labels. So yeah, let's just begin and have a look through. I hope you enjoy watching. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so we have got an embroidered doily or tablecloth doily. I've also used a book from what's called The Good Wives, from the sequel of what was it called, Little Women. On this bit I've just added a little button. We've got a little piece of, this was a piece of wool, a little rose, a pin, and that's one of the labels that she does. This is a bit of old scrap fabric. I think I got it from one of the kits, Tanya Lee's kit, but I'm not sure. And this is from her freebie that she did. I've kind of not put very much lace or filled lots of pockets because I tend to make my journals a bit too chunky, so I try to keep it a bit more tame. So inside it's got the original, this is just the original cover thing, and also this is actually from an old book, and I thought it went really well with the colors. I've used some old, I think this is handmade paper, and some braille paper, a bit of scrap fabric, and one of the labels from the kit, and that was the freebie. And the other side is just the braille. We've got the labels and another one of the freebies from her newsletter, and I think that was the one from booksellers. This backing paper is from the Shabby Chic collection. I love this page. This is one of my favourite, as I'm a nurse. We just got I just stamped "Live Like You Mean It." I've added a piece of calico and a rusty pin and some gauze, and of course that's the nurse image, and that was the freebie. This is just some wallpaper, and I just did a little stamp and put a label and some washi tape. Another piece from the Shabby Chic collection again, and this is another one from the vintage, and I've made it on some glossy paper so it looks like a photo. And then this is just some scrap paper and one of the images from the Shabby Chic, and some more, just a piece of lace at the back, and I did some resin for the stamp Love. And I love the way it says, "Oh, for the wings of a dove," because doves are, I love birds. Then I've used some old music paper and some antiqued aged tape. This is from the colour palette, and I've just left it blank. And then I've used a piece of paper that I had punches, and I just put a bit of sari silk, some washi tape, and embossed the cream and just left it as it was. So some more journaling space, and of course you can use other bits for journal space. Here we have another one of the freebies, an envelope and some scrap paper and some more washi tape, and just a paper clip, and a piece of Edith Holden, and one of the labels, and one of the hearts from the Shabby Chic. This was from the Shabby Chic too. This is from the artist palette. I love this one. And of course her butterflies and some more washi tape with some plain. This is an old piece of paper from a book. This is from the artist palette again. I've just put some age tape on, and then just use a little journaling spot with a little bit of the palette from there. We have another page there. Here I've just done a tuck spot, and another picture from a piece of dictionary paper and one of the fussy cuts. Just thought that was quite cute. And then we've got some journal ledger paper with a blank one, a stamped Nothing is so beautiful as spring, and of course another one of her freebies. I just thought it was, we often think of hanging out the washing in spring, especially in UK. It was always when you did the spring cleaning. There's some gauze, some more of the backing from the Shabby Chic. I've just left this plain. I was going to do add some little dangles, so that's why these have been left long. And I just thought the page really said it all. I love this one. I just put some little photo corners and a little boy and a girl. And this is from a old piece of hymn book, and I loved to say it's mate o' mine. You know, how often we think of things like that. The song, the more ledger paper, and some more of the Shabby Chic paper. And then a bit of washi tape. This is one of the butterflies, another one of the freebies. I've used some more of that book, the cover from that book. It's really frail, but it looks makes it look vintagey. Some more lace and some of the fussy cuts and a bit of baker's twine. This is just an old piece, leftover page from a book, some scraps from the colour palette and a bit of the colour palette design there, just to tie it all in with the greens, the blues and the yellows. Another one from the artist colour palette, and I've just left, so this book has got loads of space for journaling, and that's what my intention was. I tend to fill too much, and I thought I'd try and be a bit more minimalistic, as they say. Another little tuck spot. I've just put a doily behind it, and then these are just some fussy cuts. One's from the labels and one's from the Shabby Chic. And then a little pocket these are from the Shabby Chic. Then I've added a bit of old music paper to make this a bit thicker. Piece of journaling space, old scrapbook paper, and it's all tucked into the music paper, and that's from the Shabby Chic, and a bit of gauze, some more washi tape and some age tape. Another piece of the book cover, bit of the colour palette, and I backed it on some old, I think it was a cover of music paper, and that's just an old quote. Actually, no, sorry, that is one of my stamps that I had. Yes, I just realised. And then there's another picture from the freebies, and again it's on that shinier paper, Shabby Chic paper. And I made a little pocket here, and then stamped to the man who does everything. And there's a guy who's repairing a bike and somebody who's repairing shoes. Another one of the labels from her label kit. And then this is a piece of, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, this is the wallpaper, the other side of the wallpaper. And then I liked this one as well because the tones and the colours all seem to match. That brings in that colour. That's from the butterflies. It's either from the colour palette or from the Shabby Chic one. That's actually from when I printed off her freebies. That was the June newsletter. So I thought it looked pretty good. So it's like she's writing a June newspaper. That's from her Penmanship kit. Some more of the Shabby Chic, and this is the braille, and there's a little pocket with some of the Penmanship and Shabby Chic things. This is another one of her freebies from that June newsletter. I just love it. It's cream, and then one of the labels from this kit which has been resined, and some more of the handmade paper. Some more handmade paper I got free from Lily, who lives in New Zealand. This is part of one of the colour palette pages, and some more writing space, some more journaling space from the paper again. And then I've just done a little bit of journaling space, some old piece of genuine antique paper, and I've just put a little brad on there. And then this is some more song paper, another one from her artist colour palette, and then I've just left that blank with some old book page. And there's a browse place to write again, journal space, little pocket, a little tag to write with, and another one of her freebies from the June, and that's from the kit. This is from the artist colour palette. I just cut it out. It was a print of a big page, but then I just kind of cut away bits from other pages, stamped, and did a fussy cut picture for there. Another stamp: life is too short to break the rules, forgive quickly, love truly, laugh uncontrollably, and never regret anything that made you smile. And then there's just a little die cut and some gauze, and then this is this one, the actual half of the page, and I just some backing with some old book page. I've left this blank this side, so there's more journal space. And we have some more things. This is another one of the freebies. Again, some washi tape, piece of scrap paper that's embossed, little envelope from the kit, and it's held together with the paper clip, and there's a little girl skipping. This is just an old printed on newspaper type paper, and another picture from the June freebie, and a heart from the kit. And then I just backed it with some writing paper, so you can write in straight lines, and there's plenty of space there for writing and journaling, and just kind of folded the edges, and some age tape, some ledger paper. This is from the artist colour palette. Just love the colours. And here is the centre page again. Not done anything here, it's just from the Shabby Chic pages. Another piece from the artist I just cut off. Another freebie and some music paper. Some more of the ledger paper, blank ledger vintage paper from the artist colour palette, and a space to write on in here. Another little tuck spot with fussy cut, watch and label, and the doily, and then the other side double pocket, one with the labels and things, all from the Shabby Chic collection. This is one of my favourites too. This is just some old scrap paper, old piece of book page, another little resined faux seal. The world needs more of you. And then I just cut out, because it was like a circular, half circle picture from the freebie, and I just cut it out and added some of that fabric that's got lots of puff paint kind of thing, and then just stapled it down. And this is a pocket, and it's just an old piece of music book page. It's a vintage piece. And then we have some more space, journal space there, and journal space there. The back side of the braille paper, just a pocket there. I'll put something in later. Just opens up, so it's got a little flap so you can tuck something in, put a paper clip on it. Some more piece of, this is a tuck spot, and from the artist colour palette. Live with an open heart. There's some more labels, and then I've backed that with that old book page, and that's actually from the vintage collection 3, so that's another one of her people's one, and I love this page too. I love the way the colours all blend together. This says, it's saying goodbye. The best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we've made along the way. And I just wrote on some old paper, put some gauze wrapping, and this is some old scrap page, and it's like saying goodbye at the end of the day. And then there's some more journaling space, and that is my flick through. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Take care, have a great day.